Wanted to have a quick segment with you. Both of these teams have great safeties. Minkah Fitzpatrick for the Steelers, Jordan Poyer for the Bills. Poyer leading the NFL right now with 4 interceptions. Make the case for Poyer for why he's the NFL's best safety, and I'll do the same with Minkah Fitzpatrick for the Steelers.
Well, hey, I'm gonna say my guy Jordan Poyer is the best safety because he literally is. I mean, coming off an All-Pro season, and he earned that. And reason why I say that, Mike, because I seen it firsthand. I seen the first day when Jordan Poyer walked in here, really uncertain of his role, really uncertain on how he would fit or be an integral part in this defense. And him and Minkah Hyde, man, since the beginning of time, I always say, hey, man, you guys, they never really got the respect that they deserve. I mean, I'm talking 3 years ago when they were playing good as a tandem and nobody was really talking about them. But then, all of a sudden, here it is. They're starting to get the notarized, making plays and going out there and, all the accolades and stuff like that. So I got to say my guy, Jordan Poyer, because I witnessed the growth. I witnessed the development. And, it's much deserving that, he's getting the respect that he's deserved finally. On the flip side of Minkah is Minkah. Minkah has been as advertised, since his draft status coming out of Alabama. So, I say you got the old dog and you got the new dog, but I got to go with my guy, Jordan Poyer, because, he's making those plays in the clutch. And, those are everybody can't make those type of plays. I know Minkah can, but, not too many people can make those plays like Jordan Poyer.
Let me preface what I'm going to say is certainly they're both great players. And Poyer, oh boy, he's going to get paid when his contract comes up here shortly. Wouldn't be surprised if he surpasses Derwin James as the NFL's highest, because Minkah held that for at least a brief period this offseason. He got one up by Derwin James. But Fitzpatrick, the first Steelers player to get 3 interceptions through the first 4 games of the season since a guy by the name of Troy Polamalu in 2008. And if not for just barely stepping out of bounds, he would have 2 touchdowns. He does have 1. He set up the Steelers' first score in week 4 against the Jets and what was very nearly a pick 6. And I'm going to say this too. Minkah is doing this without the benefit of TJ Watt, because Watt went out in week 1 against the Bengals with that pectoral injury. Still, Watt working his way back from injury. So because Minkah has been as productive as he is, and as I said earlier, I argue that he's been the Steelers' best offensive player as a safety on defense thus far this season. That's how bad the offense has been. That's the argument that I would make for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Certainly Jordan Poyer doing his thing too with 4 interceptions and doing it without Minkah Hyde too, who is also out with a season-ending injury.
Yeah, I mean, you said the key word, season-ending, not postseason. I'll be on the lookout for Minkah Hyde and come postseason for sure. But with Jordan Poyer, I mean, like I said, it's just much deserved. I mean, when you know this defensive system hand in and out, you pretty much can play blindfolded in it. Leslie Frazier, Coach McDermott, Jordan Poyer and Minkah Hyde were the first free agents that, they brought in as Bills players, and then you got Tre'Davious White as the first McDermott's first baby. So those guys are thriving in that system. That's the only system that they know. And, the Bills defense has been, on top for quite a while. It's just that these guys are finally getting their just due. Like, hey, who are the safeties for the Bills? You see them started making the plays and stuff like that. And I guess that's all it takes when you start making the plays. And, Minkah Fitzpatrick, he's definitely a playmaker over there for the Steelers. But you're starting to see that in the veteran guys in Jordan Poyer and Minkah Hyde. And that's why they're starting to get the accolades and the recognition that they truly deserve for sure.